Welcome to Amorbach, a charming little place in Bavarian Odenwald, located about an hour away from Heidelberg. There are plenty of reasons why Amorbach is described as the jewel of architecture. But today I'll show you the masterpiece of the treasure chest, the former Benedictine Abbey. Welcome Viking cruisers to our beautiful part of the Bayerischer Odenwald. We're here in Amorbach and we're here in front of our beautiful old Benedictine Abbey. I greet you on behalf of the Princes of Leiningen and we're going to see today some beautiful treasures inside that only you guys are going to see. My name is Leah and I'm going to show you around the Benedictine Abbey today. Come on through. And now we're inside the abbey. So the abbey was originally established in 734 by the Benedictine monks. And they came into this area because there was really nothing here. We're in Odenwald, lots of woods, beautiful streams, and they established themselves with their missionary work, a beautiful abbey and its buildings and surrounding areas. In the late 1700s, Napoleon came through Europe and basically changed the whole political landscape. And the Princes of Leiningen's original lands and castles were taken away. In early 1800s, the German government gave as compensation to the Princes of Leiningen this abbey here and all of its contents. So now we're in the green room, which is my favourite part of the whole abbey. The green room is used today by the mayor for his receptions, also for weddings and private concerts. But before that, the monks used this as their reception room to entertain world-famous guests, politicians, and of course the Prince of Leiningen also uses this room for his own private receptions and as well historically to entertain visiting diplomats. The room is very, very well known for its beautiful stucco work, the plaster of Paris, with themes, not of religious themes, but of the arts and sciences. So it's quite inclusive. There's also another secret passageway in this room, which you get to see when you come on tour with me. So now we're standing in front of the famous Abbey Library. But before we go in, we have to do something pretty exciting, and I'll show you what. So before we go into the library, we have to do something really exciting, and that's in here. But in here is not jewelry or treasure. We have to put on a pair of slippers, because inside the library, the Fußboden, or the floorboards, are so rare and old, they need to be protected. So before we go in, we put these on. Let's go. Welcome Viking cruisers into the library in the Abbey. I'm standing here in my slippers, as you know, because the Fußboden or the floorboards are so rare. What we can discover here when you're here is that this library houses fantastic special secret passageways, beautiful artwork, carved woodwork that is wunderbar. The book collection that is housed here at the moment belongs to the Prince of Leiningen, and before that, of course, the monks were in here and their books are now elsewhere all over the world. Come and discover what you can see in this beautiful, beautiful library. This wonderful abbey church in Amorbach has originally been here since the 1100s, and around the 1700s was again renovated by the Benedictine monks. The Benedictine monks were very, very wealthy and were able to attract master craftsmen to do the renovation. And so in this special church, you have some wonderful examples of wrought ironwork, beautiful wooden sculptures, and absolutely wonderful fresco paintings. The church was, of course, originally a Catholic church because of the Benedictine monks, but of course the Princes of Leiningen family were and are Protestant. And so this church is actually pretty special because they kept it in its original Catholic form. And of course the Schmuckstück in this beautiful abbey church, Schmuckstück being German for the centerpiece, is its beautiful organ. The organ which was made by the famous Stumm brothers and is one of the most wonderful examples of Baroque organ in southern Germany.
On this exciting 12-day itinerary, you'll discover the romance of Paris with a 2-night stay. Then it's on to Reims to enjoy its Gothic cathedral. And Luxembourg for the Luxembourg American Cemetery, to pay homage to those who lost their lives in the Battle of the Bulge during World War II. In Trier, explore Germany's oldest city, before beginning your voyage along the tranquil Moselle River, a noted wine region. Step ashore in Cochem and into the imposing Reichsburg Castle, while Koblenz is home to grand monuments. In Heidelberg, study the imposing ruins of its 12th century castle. The majestic Baroque bishop's residence welcomes you to Würzburg. Stroll the inviting medieval streets of Bamberg and the impressive walled city of Nuremberg. Then you're off to Prague, the city of 100 spires, for an unforgettable 2-night stay to conclude your Viking journey.